I didn't lay a hand on Mr. Ballou. Bobby didn't lay a hand on Mr. Ballou. Ricardo didn't lay a hand on Mr. Ballou. How do I know? I was there. And this is the fact. Do you think I need to come for you and bullshit you after? I already took the time. I might as well tell the truth.
41 years ago,
took the time.
People thought I had something to do with it when I told them. They said, you out. I said, man, I had nothing to do with that.
Man, I didn't have nothing to do.
They said, you really didn't have nothing to do with it? No. Well, I had nothing to do with that young man's death.
No.
That bothers me to the day. You know, I did time for something I didn't do. I wish I'd have had something to do with it.
That's how I feel at times.
But I didn't. And Raymond Washington was with us, and he the one that invented the Crips, and they knew nothing about him, but they knew about us.
They said they go to 4 Crips. They kept us together. They go to 4 Crips.
And who were those 4 Crips?
Go ahead, Bob. Big Bob.
Me, Judson, Bob, and Cuz. I'm gonna say Cuz.
And were all you guys, you did the 90-day observation in the same prison?
Yes.
Right.
And then they send you off to where you're gonna go?
No, we went back to court.
They sent us for a 90-day observation
to evaluate us to see
if we were fit to go to prison or to get probation.
And I was offered probation because they had nothing to go on, and I'd never been busted and nothing as a juvenile. So there wasn't no paper trail on me. So they had nothing. They said, what did you do in this case? I do nothing. And they said, we don't see you do nothing. They recommended probation for me.
You and Ricardo.
And we ended up, because we got found guilty of first-degree murder, we couldn't do probation. So we had to go to the state penitentiary.
But they did offer us a fight to life.
But we all had to take 5 to life.
It was a package deal. If one take it, everybody else got to take it. So we debated, we sat in the cell. They gave us an hour or so after lunch. We said, first thing everybody said, man, no, we fighting this one.
Yeah, because we had nothing to do with the murder.
We fighting this one. So,
but, you know, not knowing the law and not knowing it because it wasn't for under the felony murder rule, if it wasn't for the robbery, the murder would have never happened. So that's how that got hooked up.
It didn't take us 3 minutes to make a decision of, hey, let's fight this, man. Because within my heart and heart, I really thought we were going to be found not guilty.
Right.
I really did.
A lot of publicity and there's people coming to court crying, our people in there too. You know, it was like Disneyland, man. It was like a big old
circus.
Like a circus,
a big old circus.
The courtroom stayed full. And every day we went.
And every time we went to court, here come the reporter. They trying to take pictures of us going through the tunnels and all that. I'm like, man,
we were well, you know, publicized, man. Even Johnny Cocker was in that courtroom a lot.
Every day.
Yeah, sitting right behind me.
Sitting right behind us.
Quite a bit. He was just taking notes.
Notes, observing.
He was a young attorney at that time, but Johnny Cochran was always there.
4 Crip adults went to prison. Where are the other 2 at today? Cuz and Sims.
Well, Ricardo.
Rest in peace, homie.
Rest in peace. He got, you know, shot out here. James, you know, he's doing okay. He's working, taking care of his life, doing what he's supposed to do.
So James Cuz Cunningham is still around to this day?
Right.
Yes,
working and doing his own life.
Does he come out here and hang out?
No.
No. No, James is not coming.
No, he's not coming up here.
James is...
He's real paranoid.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He's paranoid. He's still paranoid to this day about what happened. And he doesn't want people to know who he is. And, you know, when I see him, you know, I call him Cuz. You know, but I try to refrain and call him James. So,
you don't want everybody to know who he is.
Don't want everyone to know who he is.
He's ashamed of that, you know. He really has a problem with that. You know what, I don't think I can say it was a blessing that I did go because of the fact that I was well feared. And I could have probably caught cases with guns or got murdered. So by me going to prison saved my life.
You know,
saved my life. But I'm bitter, yeah, but then again, you had to look at how I was as a person at that time. I was upset, mad at the world, you know. I had a music career that went bad, and I took my anger to the street. I became a gang member. I became violent. I saw the power I had amongst the people. You know, then one thing could have led worse than what it was. Maybe it was best that God took me away when he did.
You know, basically, I look at it the same as Bob. You know, it was a blessing in disguise because I was running rampant. When Crips started, Bob and I, you got to admit,
the power we had.
We was running rampant, Bob.
We was running rampant.
We was running rampant.
If we wanted people to do something, I get people to do something I wasn't gonna do. And see, maybe that's what caught up with me, because I wouldn't do stuff. Then I ended up catching a murder I didn't do. That's how I looked at it. You know, because I wasn't gonna do nothing. A lot of that stuff they were doing, I wasn't gonna do it. I had you do it. You do it. You stupid enough to do it. Go ahead and do it for me. But then again, that caught up with me too. But you have control of other people to do, something gonna catch up with you.
And you know what? It was hard for me to accept that our case was the #1 cause of people wanting to join gangs and why Crips.
Yeah, when I saw a
so
documentary talking about after this Crip murder, that murder case, guys wanted to join the gang. Oh man, where sick can your brain be? Why would you want to join a gang after somebody gets whooped to death behind a leather jacket?
Well, I think that's part of the kind of contradictions with it, because you said as soon as you got to the yard, you was already known as a celebrity.
Yeah.
Because they already said, oh, that's Big Bob that got convicted of a first-degree murder.
Yeah.
You better respect that guy.
Yeah.
So a lot of these young minds are also influenced by that same thinking. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with
think.
that. I agree with that. I can see.
But as me being older now, looking at that now, wow. Ain't no way I want to join no gang after somebody got murdered. No, not me. You know what I mean? You know, people put it in that rap about murder was a case that give me woo. You don't know what it feel like until you got one.
Till you got one, you sit up in there.
And you fighting a murder case.
And luckily, they had just abolished the death penalty. They gave us a death penalty. They had just abolished.
Oh, we just took that fight of life.
Yeah, we took that fight a lot.
Ain't no way I would have fought that case if
No.
I knew I was going to get found guilty and sent to death.
Oh, I got out November the 15th, 1983.
And I got out July 9th, 1979.
Did you feel when you got out like the world had changed so much?
Man, it was strange.
It's not.
I went down Florence and I said, wow, this graffiti of the world. I said, what street are we on? They said Florence. And Florence didn't look like this when I left. I said, why I look so ugly out here? So nasty. You know, it was within them 7.5 years I was gone, the world had really changed.
Not so much the world, the Crip world as we knew it, because that's what took over South Central, the Crip world and Bloods, as we knew it. You know, the gang we knew as Crips, when I come home, was no longer as one body.
No.
Now you got Crips, you know, gangs under the banner of Crips, but as far as Crips being one body, and one movement, one big body, no.
Then when I found out Crips was killing Crips, that really struck me as a surprise. You mean Crips are killing Crips? Because they divided neighborhood? What is that? It ain't East Side, West Side? No, Bob. And you couldn't say young blood. You know how you say young blood? Identify as a young black man. No, that's a gang. Young blood? Yeah. They wear red. I was like, what? Crips wear blue. I was like, what? I mean, all this was new to me.
Because, when we go to Penn in 72, Crips, there was nobody out here to call themselves Bloods. Let's get that straight. No gang out here said they was Bloods. They didn't have no red rags. I didn't see no red rags. Everybody wore what they wanted to wear. Crips didn't wear blue.
Oh, why you identified Crips was because of khakis.
In the earring.
Starch and iron, khaki outfits, earrings, little Humburbs, and biscuit shoes. Not tennis shoes, shoes. We didn't wear tennis shoes till later on down the line.
But that's how you identify the Crip. You know, you can wear any color you wanted to. When I come home, they was telling me about the blue and the red, and you can't go over here or you can't go over there. I'm like, what?
And I went anywhere, when we were banging, we went anywhere from Compton to Washington Boulevard, everywhere we wanted to go, we went. Then when I come home, they got to stay in these certain little areas, like you in a prison yard on the street.
Basically, that's what it is, Bob.
And I was 28 years old. I said, when I saw them guns and everybody want to celebrate, I said, I'm not messing with these guys. I said, they done went from fighting to shooting and killing. You know, so I left them alone. I moved to Compton and been living life ever since then.
Tell me a little bit about the pre-Crip era when you guys were coming up. You was late teens.
I was 19.
You guys were late teens.
69.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how that when that came about. We all used to come to this park before game bang. We knew each other growing up in the same neighborhood of coming to this park before Crips even thought about Crips. When we went to, we used to gather here and go to Sportsman Park to a record house. We went to a record house, which is Jesse Owens Park now. And then when we went there, we ended up having a fight with Raymond Washington and them off the east side. They thought the guys on the west side was soft. You know, they couldn't fight. You know, they thought they were gonna come over here and beat on us. And we ended up whipping their butt. And so that's how they ended up joining together. Him and Tookie got together and they ended up joining, forming the west side. So we would help Raymond Washington fight.
Wasn't there a gang, I think I read in Tookie's book, called the Al Capones on the west side?
That wasn't, not
not when we was out here.
Not when we was out here.
You keep forgetting, we left early, we left in 72.
Pre-Crips, there was only, to me, on the west
Baby
side,
Crips.
was Slossons, businessmen, gladiators, Dale Vikings, and I said businessmen. Yeah, those were the gangs of the day. Not no.
Now after we got arrested, I don't know what happened after.
Me neither. I really don't.
Everything started dividing and splitting up after we got, you know, and homeboys killing homeboy. Buddha got killed by AC brothers.
Yeah, Mike.
You know, come on, it got out of control. Till like when we left, it just fell apart.
So what was it like from 1970 to 72 before you guys left? What were those 2.5 years like?
Ooh, Bob, we had fun.
Yeah, fun. I mean, you know, if your mama had a problem financially,
this is what we did.
We would like go get food, drinks, raise money, have a party at your mama's house, give your mama that money. Because we knew she had a financial problem.
You know, back then,
Crips was always just acting up.
Yeah, when it first started, it was more about protecting the neighborhood.
Looking out for each other.
Looking out for each other. And then as it got bigger and it started expanding, it become more of a rivalry between the West and the East. Not a bitter rivalry, but a good rivalry. Okay, we have our football games up here. And then
we get barbecues.
We get barbecues up here. And we all get it together. And then when the first leather coat was taken, it was a wrap. That first waistline was taken, it was a wrap. East side said, I gotta have some. West side, they gotta have some. That's why the escalation of all of a sudden in one little area, one span time, all them leather coats was taken, because it was a robbery.
Hey, how long have you two guys have actually known each other?
I'd say about 68.
Since 68? 68? Yeah, 1968.
Year 2013.
Yeah.
My hair gray is gone.
Is there anybody else out here that can go back further in this Crip generation than you two guys?
No. In this Crip gang, I don't have any big homeboys. I am the big homeboy. Tookie was not my big homeboy.
He was our little
younger.
He was our little homeboy.
He was our little homeboy.
Yeah, he wasn't our big homeboy.
Although he started Crips, the Westside Crips, still my young homeboy.
And he never told us what to do about nothing.
I don't have no
like y'all gonna do this. Please. Our names was well known in the neighborhood, well known in this park, and we was the guys that was out front basically over just about everybody, even Tookie them, because they only came out on weekends.
You know,
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
You know, we felt that we was the smartest people in the world. You know, we felt that we could bring a car here, take the license plates off of it, and nobody would know whose car it was.